The MCU has given us some incredible films over the years, but throughout the mid-2020s, it kind of went from guaranteed hits to mostly misses. DC wasn't any better. Its universe didn't even know what direction it wanted to go in, but both companies have pulled back and now they're making a very big comeback on both sides. Last year, we got Superman from DC and Fantastic Four from Marvel, and both were genuinely incredible, but even with this increase in quality, I don't know if I trust Marvel's change as much as I trust DC's, and that's why I want to explain on why I trust the DCU more than the MCU. By the way, this is still a current thing, this could obviously change, this is my opinion, so in case you haven't already clicked off the video or unsubscribed, I just want you to know that if you think the complete opposite of me, that is just fine. So to begin, let's rewind back to when studios were talking more about quantity over quality. First, we're going to start with DC. Now, DC was a mess. There was no plan, Zack Snyder's vision was abandoned, Dwayne Johnson had his own plans, Warner Brothers had their plans, nothing was lining up. But then James Gunn and Peter Safran took over and announced a brand new universe, completely retconning the old DCEU. And the biggest change, James Gunn only greenlights projects after the script is done, and it's an actual good script. That means writers can take as long as they need. We literally saw Matt Reeves take 4 years to write the Batman Part 2. So you get what I'm saying here? Once a script is approved at DC, then it gets greenlit. And then it goes into production. No massive rewrites, no constant reshoots, none of that chaos, just a smooth production from start to finish. And so far, that approach has worked. We've seen it with Superman, Supergirl, and Clayface. Now let's talk about Marvel. To me, it feels like all Marvel needs to hear is a character's name and they'll instantly greenlight the project. With no director locked in, no completed script, just slap a release date on it and watch fans lose their minds. The biggest example is Blade. That movie was announced in what, 2019? It's 2026, we still have no director or completed script. At this point, I honestly don't even know if this thing's been cancelled or not. I wouldn't be surprised. And then we have projects like Captain America Brave New World, which got hit with reshoots and rewrites and it flopped. But I will say, yes, Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four did really well. People really liked those movies, and I will give Marvel credit there. Those movies were really good. But here's my biggest concern. Doomsday. I know, right? I'm genuinely worried about this movie. First of all, Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. Let's just pause and think about this. Is this a good casting? Or does it just feel like nostalgia bait? Like, when you picture Dr. Doom, who do you see? What actor do you see as Dr. Doom? I picture someone tall, intimidating, with a threatening presence and voice. Robert Downey Jr. is not the tallest guy ever. He's definitely not my first choice for Dr. Doom. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad casting. I am currently on the wait and see opinion right now, because sometimes castings that sound terrible on paper end up amazing, so I'm still definitely gonna wait and see some actual footage of Doom before anything else, before I make like a final conclusion. But then we have the X-Men. Is that nostalgia bait too? I honestly don't know, because the X-Men teaser actually did look really awesome. But then here's the biggest red flag for me. Doomsday was filmed without a completed script. Who does that? Who films a movie without a finished script? Who films an Avengers movie without a finished script? And that's why I feel more confident in DC right now. Since James Gunn took over, DC has consistently delivered good projects. And while yes, Marvel has improved, I don't know, there are just certain things here and there in Doomsday that just really concern me. Now, for one thing, I am not a Marvel hater. I'm still excited for Doomsday. I just can't get behind some of Marvel's filmmaking decisions. If you asked me which studio has the better strategy for greenlighting and producing films, I'm choosing DC every time. I also love that DC is embracing different tones from their movies. And honestly, if DC greenlights a Condiment King movie, I'm gonna trust that it's gonna be peak Oscar-worthy cinema. But then again, who wants an Oscar these days? But now I want to hear from you. Do you think DC has a better approach to this? Do you think Marvel has a better approach to this? And do you think Marvel can still pull off an incredible Avengers movie even with these complications? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys.